Since I actually found a lot of you guys through the Horizon 3 tutorial on how to drift, I figured I might as well do one on Forza 7 for any of you guys coming from Horizon 3, or maybe this is your first time drifting in general or on a Forza game. This is going to be the video for you. I mean, I'll throw in a clip right here from some of my drifting.
I'm just going to sue all of you.
I'll wait up for you. I just went because KLM went.
No, it's fine. KLM's a little freaking bean, but it's okay.
Now I'm going to get on his door. He best stay steady.
He's gonna freak
Position
out.
right, come on,
spin
there you
out.
go.
Which one to bet?
You should go and join us in the Discord chat.
Ooh, sorry, my bad. You should hit me.
That's my best follow line ever on this track. I don't even care what happens next.
Yeah.
Oh, Boila, hello. Hi, Boila.
And as you can see, I know a little bit of things. So hopefully this video helps you guys out a lot. Let's just jump right into the very first part of this series. Is going to be like multiple videos. I don't know. I know 3 for sure. We might jump into some tuning and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to start out with this car and the very like super small, simple basics of drifting. You're going to want to go ahead and buy the Nissan 240 SX SE, and right after that go ahead and jump straight to the tuning, and you'll find Learn to Drift by me, Chaseman. There it is, the creator name. You can put that in just to find my gamer tag, or you can do Learn to Drift, or even add me and it should be like the first one on the list. After you've got the car in tune, I suggest you go into free play. This is where it is the easiest to set something up like this. Just go ahead and hit race setup, find Indianapolis, and once you found it, make sure you press X, and then do the full oval. This might seem weird, but there's actually a section on the track that you can use for drifting that makes it very easy. Doesn't really matter what else you put in this. I mean, it makes sure your car division's good so you can use this car, of course, and there's no restrictions. And of course, drive at tar 0. It doesn't really matter since you'll be doing test driving. Alright, and we're here at Indianapolis. Now, of course, the next thing you want to do, make sure you got the tune loaded and everything. Your car should look exactly like this. You got some RPF1 rims, the ducktail wing, rear bumper, and side skirts. Just make sure you have that. If you do, then your tune should be installed correctly. If not, then just, of course, go to Tuning and Upgrades, My Tunes, put it on. But let's just go ahead and get started. You're going to click Test Drive. This will put you right into the track, and I'll show you where this drift spot is at. So we just came off of the straight. It just goes right over here. You're going to slow down, and right here, this is where the track starts, but I'll show you guys the entire layout in just a bit. For now, we'll start with the very, very simple basics. Once you're here, I guess you can go ahead and make sure your assists are all good, because if you don't have your assists right, you're not going to be able to drift. I can tell you that for sure. So things you're going to want, like no matter what, is traction control off. Don't run anything else. No matter what anybody tells you, run it off. That is extremely important. And once again, no matter what anybody tells you, run at least manual. And maybe if you're comfortable with clutch already, you can do that, of course. That's what I run. It makes it a lot easier to control the balance of the car, and of course RPM, if you know what all that is. But like I said, I'll just run the assist that I suggest you guys to do. So we got manual. For now, just leave this on cosmetic. Don't do any of the others. That'll just screw you up as you're learning. Rewinds, I suggest that's on. I suggest friction assist is on for learners. After that, it doesn't really matter what you use for stability controller. Just don't use super easy. Use on or off. Steering, don't run simulation if you are learning. That is terrible. I'm really comfortable with this game, and I'm still using normal. I know a crap ton of people that are exactly the same. So run normal no matter what. Don't use assisted. That'll mess you up too. ABS, once again, doesn't really matter if it's on or off, but I kind of suggest it's off. Suggested line doesn't matter either, by the way. Alright, so now you're here, hopefully, and this is what you're going to do. Of course, I have clutch on, so I can just do this like nothing, but you're going to want to get started. And A is the handbrake. Turn left into the corner and pull the handbrake just like that. So you saw I just put the car sideways, and it sort of entered into the cone, and after that I'll show you what to do next. Now you can practice just pulling the handbrake and turning left into it, but after that just make sure you're on throttle and it'll get the car going like this. You can just do whatever Doesn't really matter if you screw up. You can try getting on the cone like this if you want to, but I'm sure you won't be able to do it just like this as a beginner. But still, I mean, if you practice this enough, you'll get there. And like I said, this is just the very first tutorial, so we won't get into anything too crazy just yet. So, I mean, I suggest you practice a whole lot of that. This, basically, all you're doing when you do this, I already showed you the little entry. You're just going to want to roll up to it. I turn right and then handbrake and left. And right after that, make sure you're turning right the second you start feeling the car turn sideways. I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, we're about to enter one more time. So you can see the steering. I'll zoom right into it. It's on the right-hand side. And we're just going to start rolling into it. You can see exactly what I'm doing on the controller. And I turn right a little bit and go right into it. So you guys can see every single little thing that I'm doing right now. So if you guys want this for reference or something, I mean, remember I have clutch on as well, so I might tap that a little bit. Just in manual, the game should do it on its own, but it won't do it in some places. Of course, it's just a robot. But it should be just like this. Make sure you're counter steering right. Don't ever turn full left because that'll just kill you. Don't just leave the controller without touching the thumbstick at all. Make sure you're always on it, turning right and left to try and keep the car balanced around the cone. I'm going to go ahead and leave this up the entire video so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing the whole time. But once you get the donuts down, go ahead and do the same exact thing. Just roll up to it, pull the handbrake, and enter the corner. And then you're going to do one donut, maybe two, however many you need to be comfortable. And then after that, you're going to try and transition up here. And then you're going to rip it around the next cone. Maybe go back again. Just keep on going and going and going until you're very comfortable with transitioning. And then after that, I mean, I'll show you the entire track so you guys can see what I'm doing. A tip for transitioning, I mean, you guys probably saw it in that clip. I'll just do it again really quickly though. It won't be a perfect run real quick. We're just going to go in. And right when I feel the car starting to go, I turn left. You guys saw that? I'll replay it right now. So as you saw, I'm going around and I'm turning left, left, left. Oh, I feel the car going. I turn right. And then just to make a small adjustment, you kind of saw I turned back to the left just to make sure I didn't straighten out and leave the car, you know, not sideways. Once you got the transitioning and donuts down, now let's go ahead and do a real entry into a corner. So stay in third gear for the entry. That's what I'd suggest you do. Around 70 miles per hour, and right there I'll go ahead and just zoom in on that. You can see that little like microphone thingy. That's what I've been using for reference and what I told somebody else to do already when I was teaching them how to drift. You should be pulling the handbrake and turning right by then. So look, already turning right, and after that I go full on into the corner. So just keep on doing this, go right back and go ahead and turn around. And once again, keep around 60 to 70 miles per hour. I'll give you a tip on entering this time. I'll go to 70, and there you go. Actually, I guess you could use fourth gear as well. Now realizing when I did it. Yeah, we didn't get very wide. Alright, another tip on entering. So what I do right there, you guys already saw that. I'm just going to replay it real quick while we're in the pause screen so you see what I'm doing. So right here, I turn left and then turn right hard. That is called the Scandinavian flick. And basically what that's doing is offsetting the balance of the car to want to brake sideways in the first place, and that really helps. And of course, I'm already turning right and pulling the handbrake like I told you guys to do the second I hit that microphone. So you can start doing that as well. Just make sure you're sticking to the right side of the corner and then turning full left and then back to full right and pull the handbrake and turn left again. It's a little bit confusing, but if you get that down, I mean, you guys saw the telemetry or whatever it is when I do it. I'll go and rewind and show you guys again. So we're already on the right side. We're turning left and turning right, handbrake, and you guys saw the whole telemetry with the steering and what I did there. And you guys can, of course, go ahead and replay that. Just rewind and replay it if you need to and see what I'm doing. But another entry is the feint entry, and that one is much easier, especially for learners. So if you guys want an easier entry than that whole Scandinavian flick, I just did it right there. I'll replay it real quick. So literally all I did there is say I'm turning left right here, I'm going straight, turning left and handbrake, and then right. It's super simple to do. I mean, all you need is a handbrake to do it. You don't even need to be on clutch. Like for that Scandinavian flick, I suggest you do run clutch in order to do it, but it's very easy to use a feint entry. So we're gonna do it again. We're right here, there's the microphone, and there you go. Right into the corner, and it's very, very easy to do. You can just rip around the entire track. I might as well show you guys now. So now we're gonna drop back into third gear for this one. Oh, I don't have too much angle, but that's alright. It's just, I'm just showing you guys the track. I could have drove through it without even drifting. But you're just gonna get a little manji there. I'll give you guys a tip on that as well if you need it. And we're gonna keep ripping around. Oh, and this corner is going to be tough for this car, especially for learners. Oh, I kind of straightened a little bit, but that's alright. As you saw, you just gotta rip like full throttle all the way through that corner in order to get back to the start. Alright, so say you just got finished up with the entries and now you're comfortable with them. Next thing, just holding this corner out right here to get to the next transition. The transitions, hopefully you guys already have them down. Once again, is literally just turning right, maybe letting off the gas quite a bit the second you start feeling the car turn. Literally, like right here, I would let off the gas and turn left, and we're gonna let off the gas and turn right. Right when I feel the car starting to move its other direction, that's when you're gonna want to do all of that. I mean, once again, you can go ahead and just rewind all of this and watch exactly what I'm doing, and all the telemetry makes it pretty easy for you guys to sort of dissect all of this and learn yourselves. We're just gonna do one more. We're gonna do entry and all. So we're going into it. I hit about 78 miles per hour. Make sure I'm on the handbrake a bit. Get on the throttle. Make sure I'm doing a lot of counter steering. Not all the way on the throttle through the corner though. And we turn left, so we're immediately on the right side. Make sure we're not too much on throttle again, just so we don't spin. Drop a gear. Now in third, and car's turning right, so we're gonna go left. And car's turning left, so we're gonna go right. Just like that. Keep ripping around the entire track. I did a lot of explaining for somebody else. Why can't I remember your name? I'm sorry. I mean, you're probably watching this, but I can't remember what it is. But I did a lot of explaining for him, but I mean, it probably would have been easier if I just made this video earlier and you guys would have just been able to watch and see exactly what I was doing. And you guys can sort of compare it to your own line. So we're doing exactly the same thing. We're not completely on throttle. We're modulating it. And right when the car turns left, I'm turning right. Oh, we might have messed up a little bit. Just gonna have to straighten out. Yep, we're good, we're good. Once again, not too much on throttle. You can see I'm just letting off every once in a while. Once the car turns left, turn right. And it's transitions. We're gonna hit fourth gear to hold this back out. It's once you get one thing down in drifting though, I'm telling you, it is very, very easy. Alright, so here's our entry. Once again, right here. We're just fully on throttle and turning left. That's called full lock. Basically what full lock is, I'll try to hit it again in just a second. Hold on, let's do it right here. There you go. So, oh no, we might have did a little bit too much, but full lock is where your wheels are literally completely turned one way and won't go any farther. That's something, I mean, I made this tune perfectly not perfect because I wanted to sort of test the people that are learning for the first time and might get used to something not just right, so then when they hop into a car, maybe one of my tunes, I mean, I have a few tunes up. I did one on the 300ZX if you're interested. That one's actually like a competition style tune, but if you get used to something like this and then hop into something that's very good, you're going to be better than you would expect. I mean, I've seen it happen for myself with the guy I taught, and I mean, seriously, just keep practicing on this car and it will help you a lot in the long run. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I really hope it helps you out at least a little bit, but that's going to sum it up this time. If you are interested in seeing me a little bit more, I mean, like I said, I have a Horizon 3 tutorial you can check out. I will admit it's not perfect because I really didn't know all too much then, but I mean, I heard a lot of you guys giving it great feedback and actually has quite a bit of views, and I mean, a lot of you guys have added me and messaged me saying thank you about that video, so I hope this one helped you out too. Like I said, if you want to see more of me, maybe hit the subscribe button. I do daily videos and weekly streams on Saturday. I'd be stoked to see you then, and I'll see you guys next time.